Hello and welcome to Healing Inspiration. I am Ramona and today's reading is what are people thinking about you right now? If you would like a personal reading, you can contact me at my email address, which is in the description box. Or if you would like to take a visit to my Etsy shop, you can do that, and that also is linked in the description box. And we have 3 piles for you today. And the first pile has this crystal. I believe it's the rainbow aura quartz. Ooh, it's so pretty when the sun glints off of it. This is the second stone. Kind of think it's the same thing. An angel aura. And next is the amethyst for pile number 3. So go ahead and chew your pile. Choose your pile or piles and we will get into your readings. Hi pile 1 and welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose this crystal. And this reading is, what are people thinking about you right now? From the Light Seers Tarot deck, we have the 8 of Cups. From this card right now, this is not like the typical 8 of Cups. This lady is very much at peace, and she's walking into the sunset. So it's kind of like people have seen kind of like the curtain close on a chapter of your life. And this is like the burning bowl, and this reminds me of a burning bowl ritual. So you could have done a burning bowl ritual, but it's like you've closed a chapter and you're at peace about it and you're moving on. You're moving into the sunset. It might be a little bit bittersweet, but it's like you're so at peace with it. They see you chill. They see you at peace, walking away from something or some things in your past that no longer serve you. You have cleansed those things from your past and you're ready to move on into a brighter future. And you're doing that with chill, with peace, and with presence. At least that's how people are seeing you, what they're thinking about you right now. Next, you have the 5 of Swords. And here, people have seen you. You may have had some headaches. Maybe you do struggle with headaches, but this could indicate stress. So this could be what you're walking away from. Any stress, any arguments, any fights. It's like you don't want to deal with it anymore. You just want your peace. And people see you as leaving people or things behind that disturb your peace, that cause you stress, that give you headaches. It's like you don't want to fight anymore. And it doesn't matter what they're doing. You're ready to walk away from it and walk into the place of peace for yourself. Like on the back of this card, there's even someone hollering for this person standing on the mountain, and it's probably echoing. And it's something that you just don't want to hear anymore. You have closed a cycle, you have closed a chapter, and you're ready to move forward. And that's what people are thinking about you right now. And you may have received a message from somebody that caused you stress, but it's also made you decide to walk toward your bliss and not to deal with the situation or people anymore. Whether it's walking away from a relationship, a job, a place of living, or just some mental struggles, mental and emotional struggles. If you've had depression or anxiety, it's like people see you changing that and walking away from that and being free. Now we have the Life Purpose Oracle deck. in here we have healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. So people see you right now and they're thinking that you are being healed. You are healing yourself. You could also be in the medical profession, or simply have healing energy. You could have had a time of sickness that you are recovering from. People see you as just a divine being who cares about others, who shares their gifts, and they just feel like you have a very healing presence. It's like you've been through things in your own life that you are now willing and able to assist others with and offer them a helping hand. And you have a healing heart. Your energy is healing to others. And this is what people are thinking about you right now. And you do have these blues and greens. So your heart could be opening. Your heart could be just very open, but you have been able to communicate better more recently. Maybe you have said what you really thought, and it could have brought healing to some other people to really express yourself and really express what was on your mind. And they may not have been that happy with it at first, but it actually is going to lead them in the right direction. And then we have leadership. Take charge of this situation. And this is reminding me of Joan of Arc. She was a warrior. So people are seeing you as a warrior. And they also, if they can see spiritually, realize that you're being guided, you're being protected by the angelic realm. But you're also a leader. And you're a leader in the sense that you walk in a definite direction. Like you pave the way, you create a path, and you don't tell people to follow you, but your energy and what you do in your life is inspiring, which causes people to follow you and want to do the things that you're doing. You're an inspiration, and therefore you're a leader. And I'm hearing thought leader as well. You could write a blog or somehow be in the realm of communication. Your voice is healing. And the actions you take in life are inspirational. Especially if you walked away recently from something that doesn't serve you, I feel like it's inspiring others to do the same, knowing that life is short and it's not something to be wasted on things that cause you pain. And you're just going toward your healing. And you're leading others to do the same. And you're definitely well protected. If there's anybody you're concerned about in your life, they're not going to be able to cause you further harm, because you do have that angelic protection. And with the crow here too, I feel like it's a protective force, like your spirit guides. Next we have balance. And again, we have green. So people see you getting your life in balance, getting your energy in balance. Your heart is healing. And you're able to heal others. You could be in touch with nature and the planet, and have compassion for animals and the environment, the earth. Like, have respect for living beings of all forms. And whether people say that or not, they actually admire that about you. They admire your compassion and your willingness to fight for what you believe in. And next we have illumination. This is really reminiscent here of the sun in the Eight of Cups. So you have discovered something. You've gotten messages, downloads, or some information or news that has enlightened you and illuminated your path. So people think that you are on the right path. You're going in the right direction. You're taking the lead with this leadership. This is also solar plexus chakra. They see you have grown in your confidence and your strength. You could be capturing people's attention. Your light illuminates the way for others as well. They think very highly of you. You have a brightness about you. You light up a room, but don't light up a room that much. We've all seen some true crime. But yes, your energy is very bright. Your confidence is shining through. People can see you coming into balance and healing, being a leader. And next we have Gratitude Rampage. List 10 things you are thankful for. You could very much like plants and crystals. You could have a gratitude practice. Also, people can think that you are a grateful person, that you are thankful and you give thanks. You could even tell people that you're thankful for them, or you can share your appreciation for others and what they do. Other people are thinking about you right now that you have a lot to be grateful for. That's at least what they're thinking. It's like you have so many things that they would like to have. And I don't feel like this is envious in this sense. It's more that being that inspiration for others and that leader. So people do watch what you do. You could like succulent plants. There's succulents here. You could have a journaling practice. There could be something significant with writing and communication with you. I think people would listen to what you have to say. And next we have treat yourself to something beautiful today. I feel like here, this is just saying that people think that you inspire beauty, that you create beauty wherever you go. You could also, people can think that you smell good. There's definitely a feminine energy within this card, but you also have that masculine leadership energy and that solar plexus. You could be a good gift giver, people think. And they are also thinking that you have very romantic energy. You have a romantic essence about you and how you approach life and approach the world. And they think that you need to treat yourself. It almost feels like you've been through something. It could have been health related as well. You could have received flowers. Or if there's someone close to you, you may have given them flowers if they had any health related issue. And they're very grateful for you. I think you do add, people think that you add beauty to their life. And this is the archetype deck, and we have guide. Represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. To me, this does look like the Hermit, and the Eight of Cups is the person going up the hill, typically, to seek out their inner light. So by you seeking out your inner light, you have wisdom to share with others. People see you as extremely wise, maybe for some of you, wise beyond your years. You have an inner light that guides you, guides your path, guides your footsteps, and they feel like you've been through things, that you're not just someone who gives advice from a place of something you learned on YouTube, but you're giving advice from experience, and not in a judgmental way. You give it to help. So I feel like you may have people who would like to ask your advice, who have received your advice, and are thinking about how good that advice was, or they should have listened to your advice. And also that's purple with the third eye chakra. So they could see you as, an enlightened being, someone who has psychic gifts, clairvoyance, I'm hearing specifically. Someone who can see through people, but you can see where they need to heal. You can see where they're hurting. You can touch them in the place that they're hurting and bring beauty and bring light. And here we have prostitute. Accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. So they see you as someone who does not compromise. You definitely could be someone who goes to get your bag and earn your money. No matter what you do for a living, I feel like there's like mad respect for you. Some of you could be just very attractive and sexy, and you could show off some skin and just you could also make money, maybe OnlyFans for some of you, or there could be people who think you could make money doing that. I think people can be thinking that you have very nice hair and skin. I think that people are thinking that you've probably made some investments in yourself, in your appearance, also in your career, and made investments in order to become successful, like investments of time, energy, money. Once again, there's some more green here. So they see you as someone very connected to the earth with an open heart chakra, someone who shares in general. You could be someone that people come to borrow money. They know you're generous and a giver, but it does feel here like they do see you have your limits, and you will cut them off if need be. But you have a kind and generous spirit. And this is what people are thinking about you right now. Thank you so much for coming to this reading. And I hope this inspired you, encouraged you, and gave you some insight. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or night, wherever you are in the world. Namaste. Hi, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose this crystal. Very pretty. I love it. If you would like a personal and private reading with me, you can take a look at my Etsy shop or send me an email. Both are in the description box. Now let's get into your reading. This reading is, what are people thinking about you right now? First, we have the Three of Cups from the Light Seers deck. And there are people who feel a closeness with you, an intimacy. People could see you as a best friend. You may not see all these people as best friends, but they see you as one. They see you as someone who sparkles and shines with these stars in the distance. Someone who stands out into a crowd. If you have a tattoo, they may be thinking about your tattoo and the meaning behind it. You could be someone who likes to have fun. They could also feel like you need to have fun. You also could be someone who has a few close friends, a small circle, an intimate circle. People are thinking about that. I'm really getting Star Aquarius vibes from this. They also think that you are multicultural, like you understand cultures other than your own. You're accepting of people, no matter their walk of life. Like you're a friend to all. This is what people are thinking about you right now. Next, we have the Seven of Wands. And people could see that you have many things going on, but they feel like you're on top of your game. You're at peace. You're at rest. You're meditating. That you have this protective bubble around you. You could spend a lot of time in your own energy. You could be someone who does yoga or does some kind of physical meditation. Or meditation in general. They feel like no matter what's going on around you, you still remain at peace. You remain zen. You remain in your own energy, in your own bubble. You could do protective spells. You could do spell work. You could also take a lot of time in your own energy. So your energy is strong, but you don't let just anybody infiltrate your energy. Like with that small circle, potentially, you may have a lot of people who would want to be your friend because your energy is just something that draws people in. So you could have some fans, a fan base there. Whether officially or unofficially, like people just admiring you and wanting to be in your energy and space, but they don't feel like they can infiltrate your space. But people do think that you are on top of things. And it seems like you are on top of things with ease to other people. Take care of business. Next, we have travel. Your life purpose includes traveling. So you could travel for work, either metaphorically or physically. You could also do astral travel. But you could travel just via internet. You may like I said, multicultural. So you may connect with a lot of people all over the world through social media. You could also be someone who is always on the go. You're going here, you're going there. Because with the Seven of Wands, that is someone who has a lot going on. Or you could work in the travel industry or want to. You can make travel plans for people. That could be part of your work. They definitely see you as a worldly person, like knowing a lot about the world. We got the multicultural, we got the travel. So someone who just knows a lot about the world, is very interested in all kinds of cultures. And just someone who's very rich. When I say rich, I mean rich in culture, like understanding religions and art and theater and history and maybe even pop culture. And about people and about the world. Some people here could be sociologists or archaeologists, historians, or that could be some of the stuff that you're like really interested in. Then we have spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. And once again, you have all these different religious symbols. So you could be someone who's very knowledgeable and have dabbled in all kinds of religions. People see you as spiritual, someone who knows about the spiritual realm. It feels like people see you as very grounded. Like you have this level of spirituality that makes you otherworldly, but you're also down to earth. There's a very earthy, down to earth, worldly type of vibe that people get from you. And a very accepting. Like we have, all different religions here, all different religious symbols. You could resonate with different religions, you could learn about it, and you could also teach about it, teach about cultures and religions, and just you accept a variety of things and people. And I'm even hearing like people with mental challenges, different illnesses, disabilities. You could like support people with disabilities. And it seems like you actually, I think people think you might prefer being around all different types of people. Like, a lot of times people are drawn to people like them, but I feel like people think that you may be drawn to people who are unlike you because you're interested in them. You want to learn about them. You want to, not just about their culture, about who they are. And I feel that people think that you just are genuinely interested in them. You make people feel at home. Like I said, a lot of people might feel like you're their best friend, even if you don't necessarily consider them your best friend. And here we have rejection. So I think with this card of rejection, that people who have been rejected might be people you're drawn to more. Those are because that's kind of the opposite of what I was saying, of people thinking that you're very accepting. So you may even be drawn to people and that have been rejected and abandoned and hurt and outcast, and you pull them in to your circle, into your acceptance, and show them love in that capacity, especially the outcasts, especially people who are rejected by society. And not that they are outcasts, but because maybe they were rejected by their family or their friends, or maybe they just generally have not been accepted because they are not like everybody else. But those are the people that you draw in. So people think you're very non-judgmental, you're very accepting. And next we have Ghost. And with this card, it's interesting. I mean, some of you may really like Halloween, but I almost feel like your energy, you could like just flow into people's lives and flow out of people's lives. You know, and then suddenly here you're back again, flowing into their life, and then there you go. It's like this very ethereal energy. And the ghost can also be referred to just as spirit in general. Like, your spirit is so light and fluid and flowing. And yeah, it also, like, obviously ghost is people walking out of your life without a word. And I feel you take those people in. There could be times that you have ghosted people. It's like you may not even bother confronting situations if people are buttholes, you know? You might just ghost, say, peace, you know? And then you just float out their life. And they're like, oh, what happened to my pile too? I don't know. It's kind of a cute energy, that one. And next we have turn criticism into kindness. Once again, you also have all of these stars. You might like stars and sparkles and shiny things, or your nails could be like that. Very creative in that sense. And once again, they're holding hands, and they have different levels of melanin in their skin, and they're accepting each other. They're holding each other's hands. They're supporting each other. Like, you see differences and you value differences and embrace those differences. You see good people for who they are within. And you see them come in all packages. But you're so loving and accepting and non-judgmental of the people who are just genuinely good people. It seems like if there's someone who is rude, mean, harmful, you're like, and you just ghost them. You don't mess with that. It's like, you just don't mess with it. You don't have time for that energy, right? And that's what people are thinking about you right now. Next, we have stop judging and start loving. Isn't that what we've been saying? You're not judgmental. People see you as loving. And also not having any time for those who are judgmental and full of crap and rude and mean and any kind of ist or ism that they carry that's negative. I feel like people see you as someone who may be bold and expressive and stands out from a crowd. And it's like, you could also have the look. And the look is like one of those looks, like if you just look at a child who's misbehaving, you don't even have to do anything. You don't have to say anything. You have a look. And they know you mean business. They ain't going to mess with you. But man, you are so loving. You are so loving. But people know not to mess with you. You have like this really good balance. You have this strength and, no nonsense energy, but you also have this level of acceptance and worldliness and someone who's not judgmental or critical. Maybe if people cross you, you'd be like, deuces, whatever. But I don't think, well, actually, people in your life don't think that you're just down with that energy and you really don't want to give your time to it. Next, we have the Hermit. Seeks solitude to focus intensely on inner life. Serves personal creativity. So with that Ghost and that Seven of Wands, people could see you being in, once again, your own energetic bubble. Someone who does take that time to do your own thing, be in your own energy. You could be creative, or you could just be vegging out and having that time to recuperate and to recalibrate your energy. And sometimes you just need time to be alone. And people have to permit you that time to regain your energy. And those who know you know this is the truth, and they know that you'll be back when your battery is full again. And then finally we have Messiah. Serving humanity with humility. Messiah is Savior. There's definitely something very spiritual and something very real about your spirituality. It's like you're not just all up in your head or thinking you're better than anybody else. It's like your spirituality or your morals, your ethics, whatever is at the core of your being is something that you show and shine practically. You serve others. And you may or may not be someone who physically or literally serves others, but you love them, you're kind to them, you do good, you accept them, you don't criticize. And you may not even be doing this in such a way that it's like, oh, I am the Messiah. Obviously, it says with humility. You don't see yourself necessarily as this spiritual giant, but really in spirit, you are. People do see that about you too. It's like, if the world was filled with people like you, it would be a great place to live. Literally a great and wonderful place to live. And I do think people think that about you. And people think that you can teach this to others. That your kindness, your loving energy, your acceptance, your non-judgmentalism, non-critical nature, and also your no-nonsense nature, so proper boundaries, can truly change people, change their lives, because love from other people is and that kind of acceptance that you have can sometimes be a rare commodity. Like, you're a real one, and I think people see you as the real one. It's like you don't just preach or teach something, you'll actually do it. You're not saying, oh, don't judge anybody, I accept everybody, and then you go behind other people's backs in the dark and treat people like shit. That's not you. You're real, and people know that you're real. You don't mess around, but you have a richness. Once again, I got this like richness from your energy that people see, and this is what they think about you right now. And that is what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that inspired you and encouraged you and gave you some insight. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Namaste. Hi, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose this amethyst crystal. And if you would like a personal and private reading with me, you can take a look in the description box. You can send me an email or visit my Etsy shop. Both are in the description box. And this reading is, what are people thinking about you right now? We have the 6 of Swords. So you could be moving out of some rough energies into a more peaceful place. You may have received assistance to do this. I mean, if you moved, you could have been having help move, movers to help you. Or say you got a new job, you could have had some employment agency like assist you. Or if, it's just an emotional thing, you could have had, been in therapy or done something like that. So you've had help to move to a calmer place in your life, into a more stable place. You've come into, I wanted to say, greater awareness and allowance. And maybe generally you got just a boost to move forward from your spirit guides, from the angels, through prayer. And so you got that dusting of magic on your situation recently to help you move into a better place. Figuratively or literally. At least that's what people are thinking about you right now. And next we have the 9 of Swords. So with the 9 of Swords, people could have seen you, or maybe there could be some people who know that you've had difficulty sleeping, or that you've struggled with anxiety, potentially some grief or a breakup, and have been in need to grieve and ground yourself. But I think that people are seeing you come out of this situation. And I feel like there's compassion for you here. Like, I feel like I want to cry. And it's like a friend or a family member, someone who's like having compassion. It's like, I feel your pain, and they're grieving with you. Like, you're not alone. So if you've been through a difficult situation, there are people there that think that you're not alone. Even if you posted something on Facebook but people are really feeling for you. If they pray, you're in their prayers, they're sending you good energy. And I feel like you have received that dash of magic just to pull you through and move you beyond this difficulty. At least this is the way people are thinking about you right now. Next, we have yoga. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. So you could have been doing some physical movement. You could be into yoga. But people see that your energy centers are aligning. Like you're coming into more balance, you're coming into harmony. It's like you're regaining your footing. You're regaining your footing. You could be doing a new practice or a new spiritual practice that is bringing more harmony into your life. I really feel definitely if you've been through something, which here it seems like you've been through something recently, and I know we all go through stuff, but this is like, you'll know that you've been through something recently and it was very difficult for you. And I'm seeing spiritually, especially, and I could be seeing into the spiritual realm, and this is also in the physical realm, but if you don't even see it in the physical realm, there are so many like different ancestors, spirit guides, angelic beings, like animals, animal spirits around you and like supporting you. It like literally makes me want to cry. And I would guess that you would sense this. It's helping bring you back into this balance and harmony, or even initially come into a balance and harmony in a way that maybe you have not experienced before. And you could have experienced a lot of harm in your past, one way or another, a lot of difficulty. You may have had it more difficult than most, but it's like somewhere, somehow, a spirit team came through, and now that magic has been sifted over your life, and they're like, it's time. You're being brought through. You're coming into a place of balance and harmony and health, momentum. I'm feeling very emotional in this pile. Talk to your angels. If you talk to your angels, if you've had those times at night when you've been crying and asking God or your angels or somebody to help you, they're answering. If they haven't already, they're answering. You are seen. You are heard. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. You've been asking for divine guidance, and they hear you. And your magic is coming if you haven't already experienced it. They're there supporting you. And I have to say, I mean, with so many energies surrounding you, spiritually, you must feel it. It's funny. Next we have stop. I want to say stop, collaborate, and listen. But I was like, red is going to come up because wearing this red, and she's wearing a red dress. So the color red may be significant for you. You may like the color red. But this is definitely about grounding and you putting a stop to negative situations in your life and coming to that place of harmony, rest, balance, where you can, and if you're not there right now, you'll be able to rest and let go and release and be at peace There's something you stopped. I mean, some of you may have stopped an addiction or a bad habit, and it's been a struggle. But you're at it. You're supported. You're getting balance. You're like committed. You know, you're a badass, you know? And I think people see you that way. And some more red. Strength. People see you as being so strong. If you have felt like weak, or maybe you felt like people have seen you as weak, they don't. They see you as badass, really. They see like, dang, I don't know how this person could go through that, could handle that, and they're still standing, and I mean, look at this pillar. You're like this pillar of strength to people. And you're going to be able to, and like, there's this pillar, she's in alignment. You're going to be able to support others because you're so strong. Like, a lot of other people couldn't have gone through this. And I think people think that. They're like, I don't think I could have gone through what this person has gone through and survived. And not only have you survived, you will thrive. And definitely there is a calling for groundedness. Do practice of yoga would be helpful. Also, like, working with herbs. I'm seeing smoke, like Native American type of practices would be something good to look into. Like, really getting in touch with the earth here. And maybe you have been doing that. And here we have journal it out, write what you feel. So you could have been doing this practice. Or this could be simply advice to do this. Or maybe people have been thinking that you must be doing something to get through what you've been through. And to get back into that balance and that harmony in your life. You're someone who may keep a lot of things within you, and I think other people see that. And you may have been someone that, doesn't ask for help and doesn't want to burden other people with your problems. And I think people see that about you. So that, you may just do something to release your feelings in a different way. Like I said, some of you could have gone to therapy or maybe just reached out, or at least reached out to the spiritual realm. And like I said, they've answered. And I do feel like this is advice to journal it out. Excuse me. Next, we have your reality is a reflection of your inner world. So I feel like this is your inner world here. Like, you have these flowers blooming within you, this beauty blooming within you, and you're about to see that on the outside as well. You're about to see your outer world reflect your inner world. And I think others can see this coming for you. And there's this pink energy, because you go from the red, which is this grounded energy, and here to the pinks. So things are feeling like they're going to get lighter. They're going to be more fragrant, more gentle for you. There's an emphasis here around hands, maybe doing mudras. Or there's something about your hands that people notice. You could have been told that you have very nice hands. You could do crafts or bullet journaling, different things like that. If that's something that was on your mind to do, or even like to create a channel or instructions about how to do your crafts or journaling or anything like that, maybe there's something you want to create or are ready to create, meant to create. And it's like where there was pain, there's going to be beauty growing from it. There's these gentle, beautiful, pretty flowers. There's this gentleness that's going to grow and arise from it. Like, there's some heavier energies here, but then there's gentleness and lightness. And I feel like you're coming into a place of lightness, and your light body is expanding, particularly if you get into some form of movement meditation, whether that is yoga or general stretching or going for walks or dance, but something gentle I'm feeling here. And maybe you have started that, and that's what people are thinking. I feel like you're a really gentle person. Like, people are thinking you're very gentle. And your spirit guides absolutely want to protect you. And I feel like there is an energy, potentially a love interest, that wants to come in and protect you. Because you have such a gentle, loving energy. Then we have Pioneer. If I could read this. What does it say? Passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Yeah, getting this creation energy from you, this creativity. It almost feels like something you do with your hands. But you may have this idea, and it's a great idea. And if you showed people or shared this idea with people, they think it's a great idea, and they're like, oh, that's something that's never been done. Or, I mean, there could be people who have been critical and be like, oh, that's never been done, so you shouldn't do it. Well, I mean, that's the only way we come up with innovation. We come up with all these new things that we enjoy today is through pioneering and doing something new. And I feel like you're someone who's going to do something new. You're going to create something new. And it feels, I don't know why I feel like a lot of crafty things, or doing something with your hands. You could definitely do something with your hands that people know and see, and they're really thinking highly of it. They feel like it's pioneering, and it's something maybe you're going to want to start selling it, or maybe you just need to create for the purpose of creating. It's like there's this definite light bulb moment. There's this illumination for you. People see you illuminated. And next, what do we got? We got Teacher. Ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. Definitely, you turn your pain into a message. And you could also turn your pain into a creation and teach other people how to do it. You could become like an art teacher or a cooking teacher. There's definitely something creative that you have within you to birth, or maybe you're just introducing this, or something you are doing. Even if you teach a little class or teach some kids in your neighborhood or some family members or friends, or it's like you definitely have something to share, and it does feel like you're going to be opening up. I think people are seeing you as someone opening up, someone who has a lot to share, a lot to give. someone who needs and deserves protection, someone lovable and loving. Your spirit team are definitely there supporting you. They're around you. You're coming into a more gentle energy. People think that you're getting more balanced and aligned, and the light is shining more in your eyes, and that you have gifts to share, gifts of your hands that you can teach other people how to use. And I think people find you intelligent. There's a lot in like intelligent in things that like they don't understand. It's like, wow, like some of the things you say and some of the things you know are like out there for them, like beyond their capacity to cognitively understand it, what it's like you do. But I feel like you could also communicate these things well to other people, and I feel like your communication style is like creative. Like we do have the words here in journaling out how it feels, but it could be in drawing or painting or demonstrating some kind of thing. Even like physically, maybe being a yoga teacher or teaching a like physical education class or something like that. I think a lot of people come through like tarot readings with stuff to share and to teach, you know? So that is what I have for you, pile 3. I hope that inspired and encouraged you and gave you some insight. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Namaste.